row number 4. Former champions throughout the lineup. And don't forget the kid, Jake the Jet.
Looking for the green. Tim Bolduck looks them over. Lynham winds it up. Green flag is out. Our 50 lap late model main event for the first Propane Triple Crown Series is underway. Ray Parent is not letting Ryan Lynham get away. He hangs tight off of turn number 4.
Jake the Jet Johnson quickly slides up into third. Meanwhile, the leaders battle door to door.
Renegado trying to make it 3 wide in the middle of the corner. Backs off as he and DeGaspari made a little bit of contact.
Little contact there while your leaders continue to battle door to door all the way around the racetrack. Ryan Lynham maintains the lead as Ray Parent checks in behind the number 1 machine down the backstretch.
Takes a look to the inside as Lynham shuts the door down into turn number 3. Drifts up. Parent opens up that bottom groove. Battle up front. Ray Parent in the Anytime Realty number 98 looks for the lead off of 2.
Quickly jumping up to the front of the back. Down the backstretch they go. Jake the Jet Johnson not going anywhere as well as he chases the veteran down the front stretch.
Ray Parent sets the pace at lap number 4. Down the backstretch they go deep in the pack. They're 3 wide with Baxter on the outside of Hudson and Scully.
DeGaspari with some problems as he falls back outside the top 5. Back behind the hammer, Jeremy Lilly. Vinny Renegado trying to get around the 7 of Charlie Rose as the field starts to string itself out. There goes Nick Johnson up underneath the 81 machine as they do battle coming off turn 4.
Tripp gets caught up on the outside as Nick Johnson takes over that spot. Meanwhile, Vinny Renegado down to the inside of Charlie Rose. That's the battle for 4th off of turn number 4. Renegado gets a nose-up advantage across the stripe.
Renegado and Rose continue to battle around the track. Meanwhile, Jake the Jet trying to reel in the 98 machine. The Anytime Realty 98 of Ray Parent.
Nose to tail of the top 3 as they have broken away from a Renegado. Rose, Johnson, and Lilly. Lilly trying to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Settles in behind Dan Johnson. Hit trouble for Charlie Rose. Oh, backing off the wall. Look, Jennison. Nick Johnson. And Bobby Pelland III. And there's a driver we haven't really talked about, Bobby Pelland. One of those drivers just taking a night out because he wants to race. Green flag is out. We're underway. A great start. Trouble for the 21. Baxter backs into it.
Name was born.
And a name was born. Field is set. 8 laps in. We're ready to go when they come back around. Ray Parent, Jake Johnson wind up on the throttle. Green flag is out. Back underway down into turn number 1. Side by side for the lead off of turn number 2.
Ryan Lynham with a hop through the turns there as he falls back slightly, holding on to 3rd. Jake the Jet trying to keep pace in that outside groove with the 98 of Ray Parent.
Ryan Lynham trying to find some racing grooves to find himself back in that fight for the lead. Sits right behind the top 2. Behind them, Dan Johnson up inside the top 4. Renegado holding on for 5th with Lilly sitting 6th down into turn number 1. Johnson backsides a little bit. Here comes Lynham down to the inside.
Lynham looking underneath Jake the Jet as they thunder into 3 and 4. Lynham with position coming out of turn 4. They cross the stripe with Ryan Lynham putting that number 1 up. 2nd on the leaderboard behind Ray Parent, who's setting sail at the front of the field. Followed by those 2 is Johnson and the hammer, Jeremy Lilly, rounding out the top 5.
Lynham settles into the number 2 spot. Johnson back to 3rd. Johnson is 4th. Different Johnson. And Lilly rounds out the top 5. Jeremy has struggled over the past couple of years. It's good to see him moving forward out there on the 3rd mile as he tries to hold off a hard charging Vinny Renegado as the field starting to string itself out around the 3rd mile. Deep in the pack, you've got Mike Toner in the 56, the 11 of Nick Ure going at it. Bob Clark throwing it in hard and deep underneath Mark Hudson. Here comes Tommy Adams down on the inside there.
Mark Jennison working over the rear bumper of the 71, trying to get by him. Here comes Jake Johnson battling for 2nd. Gets underneath Lynham, trying to take that position away as they do battle down the front stretch. In and out of turns 1 and 2. Lynham holding up.
Trouble off of turn 2. DeGaspari goes around right off the corner. Caution flat side. Dan on the outside. Jeremy Lilly rounding out the top 5. Vinny Renegado 6th. Mark Jennison 7th. Bobby Pelland 8th. Nick Johnson 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Bobby Tripp. They jump up on the throttle. We're back underway.
Ray Parent and Ryan Lynham battling. Here comes Jake the Jet Johnson off of turn 2 as well. The field makes it through and down the backstretch. Jake the Jet still battling, flying Ryan Lynham. Meanwhile, Ray Parent setting sail at the front of the field as he's done through the first 15 laps here tonight. Speaking of 15, it's the Jet, Jake, trying to catch up.
Jake takes over the number 2 spot across the stripe with Jeremy Lilly in tow on the inside. The hammer is down for that black and yellow number 50 as he works that bottom groove. Takes a look to the inside of Lynham, but Lynham shuts the door.
Mark Jennison battling Vinny Aranagato. That is the battle for 7th on the track. Jennison trying to get by down underneath. Aranagato hanging on the high side. Rest of the field thinning itself out around the 3rd mile. Couple battles on the track. Jennison prevails here, going for the crossover was Aranagato, but Jennison shuts the door.
Down into 1 at 3 and 4 they go. Field stringing itself out right now. It's Mark Hudson up on the outside, deep in the pack, and actually starting to make some noise as he battles with Mike Teague. Takes a look at a Bobby Tripp off of turn number 2.
Hudson, who had to get in via the Consi, making the most of it here as he goes to work on Tripp on the outside groove, trying to crank that up and work his way up the track. Trouble for Urich, and spinning around is Chase Belcher as he got on the brakes quick, and he will bring out a Toyota Pace truck. It ducks out onto the infield, and we get ready to go back. Green flag racing.
Looking for the green off of turn 4. Ray Parent, Jake Johnson winded up off the corner. Nice even start as they head side by side down into turn number 1. The 98 working down low. Johnson trying to edge him out up top as they hit turn number 3.
Johnson door to door with Parent coming off of turn 4. Put the 98 back up atop the leaderboard as he edges out Johnson, that time by the flag stand. Falling back is Dan Johnson as he had to get out of it. He goes side by side with Vinny Aranagato. That's the battle for 5th.
Lynham back to the inside of Johnson as they hit turn number 1. Lilly sitting right there behind as they come off that second corner. Nose to tail between the 1 and the 50 with Johnson caught up top.
Put the 17 up inside the top 5 on the leaderboard as Vinny Aranagato works his way past Dan Johnson. Mark Jennison sitting in 7th, trying to get by the 4 of Johnson and get back in to the top 5.
Off the corner they come, 25 down, 25 to go. Ray Parent leading the charge.
Trouble.
Mark Hudson going around in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and it looks like one of the car involved, and that is the
Teague, I believe.
Mike Teague in the 51. Yes, you are correct. Time as they come off of turn number 2. Turn number 4, Ray Parent, Ryan Lynham, Jake Johnson, Jeremy Lilly atop 4. Green flag is out. Back underway we go. Parent and Lynham side by side off at 2. Johnson trying to squeeze in down to the inside.
Johnson looked underneath the 98 for a second. Opening between Johnson and Lilly. Between Johnson and Lynham, I thought Jeremy Lilly was going to jump in and make it 3 wide for a second, but he thought better of it as he stuck up on the high side, now cuts down behind Aranagato, giving up the spot on the racetrack.
Yeah, Lilly got an opening there, and he didn't hesitate to jump down to the inside to take it and block off the 22 of Mark Jennison. Up front, battle for 3rd, side by side. Aranagato down to the inside of Lynham as they hit turn number 3 and 4. Ray Parent leads the charge with Jake Johnson on his tail. They hit turn number 2. Johnson takes a look down to the inside.
Jake Johnson battling for the lead, throws it in hard into 3, gets squeezed down a little bit by Parent as those two continue to battle around the racetrack.
Wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll off of turn number 2. 15-year-old Jake Johnson going up against a little bit older Ray Parent off of turn number 4. Wheel across the stripe, virtual dead heat.
Side by side they battle. Look at as Parent jumps ahead a little bit on the backstretch. Johnson not wanting to give up the spot. Parent can't get down to the bottom of the track.
Johnson, yes. A little bit of contact there. Stays up to 15. Races not now, kid. It's kind of like Doc and Lightning McQueen. Hasn't taught him all the tricks yet.
Tom the Bomb Adams takes it back pit side. He goes off the racing surface as Jake Johnson sets his sights back on the rear bumper of that 98 machine. Having to slow up a little bit was Vinny Aranagato as he had to allow Johnson to get back into line.
Field stretching itself out around the 3rd mile. How about the run that Ryan Kuhn is having? He started deep in the field after having to come through the consolation. He is up to the 7th position right now. Closing in on the 22, Mark Jennison.
Started all the way back at 19th, now up inside the top 10 for Ryan Kuhn. No stranger, as he was the runner-up last year in the Rookie of the Year for the late models, to the kid running in 2nd, and that's Jake Johnson.
Tom Scully Jr., another driver having a great run in the middleweight number 5, the Gifford Brothers machine. He's worked himself up through the pack after starting 21st on the grid. The field rolls off of 4, nose to tail, top 8 cars, battle for 9th off of 4.
Side by side, Scully battling the 4 of Johnson deeper in the pack. They're battling for 8th right there. Give the spot to Scully this time by. Meanwhile, the kid not going away as Jake Johnson stays in the footsteps of the 98 as they come off turn 2 and down the backstretch.
Lucky 13 laps remaining this time by Parent, Johnson, and Yuri. And the Renegado, your top 3. Lily is 4th. Your lineup rounds out the top 5. Still trying to get these names down. As Johnson slides back a car length behind the 98.
Jeremy Lilly cemented in the top 5 with a great run. Right behind Vinny Renegado, who's got a podium finish working right now. Jerry DiGaspari trying to work his way back up through the pack as he sets his sights on the 96 machine of Bob Clark. Deeper in, it's Bobby Pellin, gets a lot loose, coming off turn 4, and Pellin goes around.
His first win of the season up there. Bobby Pellin back out of the pits. 12 laps remaining in this one. We're ready to go, and they come off of turn number 4. Ray Parent, Jake Johnson off of 4. We're underway.
Parent and Johnson side by side, coming off of turn number 2. Vinny Renegado racing Jeremy Lilly. That is for 3rd. The youngster, Jake Johnson, still going to battle with the cagey veteran Ray Parent. Now tucks it in behind him.
Mark Jennison sliding up the racetrack.
Oh, way in trouble. Deeper in the pack.
Row number 3. 2 second-generation drivers in that 3rd row, getting ready to roll off of turn number 4. Looking at it, there it is. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
Great restart right there for Ray Parent as they hit into turns 1 and 2. Lynham has to get out of it a little bit, jumbling up the rest of the pack. 10 laps remaining, this time by Ray Parent ahead of Jake Johnson.
Parent still in control as they hit turn number 1. Parent and Johnson nose to tail. Renegado and Lilly continue to race wheel to wheel for 3rd. Lynham rounding out the top 5. Scully is up to 6 now. On his way to the front. 3 wide for 7th. Kuhn to the outside of Johnson. To the outside of Johnson.
Johnson fills in underneath his brother there as he moves forward. It is Nick Johnson going ahead of Dan as they come off of turn 4. And Ryan Kuhn's like, what just happened there?
Ryan Lynham to the inside of Lilly. Down the back straightaway, that's the battle for 4th. Meanwhile, up front, Johnson trying to close in back that gap to the 98. Has gathered right up on the back bumpers. They hit turn 1. Taking a look down the inside. Johnson looking for the lead into 3.
They battle into 3 and 4 as DiGaspari limps back to the pits. It is Jake Johnson by a nose. That
off of turn number 4. Dan Johnson goes around. Ryan Lynham, your top 5. Bobby Tripp 6th. Looking for the green as they come off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle. That's Dan Johnson 6. We're underway down into turn number 1. Parent, and look at Johnson hang tight down the back straightaway.
Total clean restart. Johnson not going anywhere, cranking up that outside groove. Now,
drop off of 4. Johnson goes around. Lynham gets correct. Several cars involved. And Bobby Pellin to your top 10. 7 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to close this one out for the Everton Parks late models with their Phil's Propane Triple Crown Series Round 1. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
Great restart once again for the kid. Jake Johnson falls back slightly on the high side, continues to battle on that outside groove as they power through 3 and 4. It's the 98 apparent that time by at the stripe. Trouble, hard into turn 1. He can stay off the wall.
Clark, something broke in the right front on that machine.
And it looks like he's going to try and limp it around, won't be able to stay up to speed.
And we are set up again for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour will be reared this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thanks, Derek Perniciglio, for that information. Looking for the green one more time. Again off of 4. Nice even start. Down to the stripe they go. Field thunders down into turn number 1. Wheel to wheel at the top of the field.
Down the backstretch, side by side, Johnson and Parent. The whole time battling back and forth. Johnson not going away, throws it hard into 1 and 2, battling for the lead with Parent. Side by side down the backstretch, they continue their dogfight.
Off the corner they come. Parent trying to edge out. Johnson gets a little bit cross up, gathers it back in behind them. They are 3 cars deep for that number 3 spot. Off the corner they come. Oranagado trying to squeeze it in. We are 3 laps away this time by.
Johnson tucks it in behind Parent, now looks to the outside or slides up slightly. Johnson may have used up all the tires. No, he looks underneath Parent as they come off of turn 2. Sticks it in there hard. Into 3 and 4. Twin sticks in the air.
Look at Oranagado down to the inside. Still Oranagado trying to hang on. Sideways through the corner. Parent hanging on up on the outside. Lilly is right there as well.
Oh my goodness, 3 wide for 3rd. White flag flies. Vinny Oranagado takes over 2nd.
Ray Parent says, yeah, you can try it, but you're not going to do it tonight. Oranagado takes a look to the outside. Checkered flag is in the air. Ray Parent comes off of 4, picks up the opening day win.
What a finish there. What a final couple laps.
What a save and what a finish.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. It was a great race. Hope it put on a good show for everybody. I just got to thank Daffodil's Gift Shop, located in Dayton on William Street.
What was going through your mind? You came off of 4, you did a full 360. Everybody avoided you. You got a little lucky. Nobody hit you. You've kept forward motion, so that's why you kept your spot. But what was going through your mind?
I was just going to keep my foot in it and at least make it look cool if I was going to end my race that way. But lucky enough, I kept it straight, and I got by everybody, and they let me keep my spot, so I got to thank the track for that.
You and Ray ran some great laps together, running side by side. How did that feel? I mean, I think he's been racing longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it was a little awkward because we were pretty close, and but we kept it fun, and, it was a pretty good race, and wish it could be a little different, but, it's racing. I had a good time.
The confidence you've been oozing up until this moment, I guess, shows why you were so confident.
I'm confident in my team. I mean, these guys do a hell of a job. Since our last opening day that we tried, but I think we were better today, and we made some adjustments. We were quick in the heat, but just needed a little bit more, and I think we freed it up a little too much. But that was awesome racing by Ray and Jake, and the 3 of us there. I knew it was going to come down to the end. I just kind of hung back and hoped for the best.
What was going through your mind those last couple laps? You're 3 wide, 4 wide at one point for the lead. What was going through your mind?
Lilly was fast on the outside. He came too, and then I know these guys here. We're gonna, it's a battle for the lead for the Triple Crown. So, they're gonna be door slapping and riding up high. So I just kind of waited for the right moment that we thought was going to be good, and try to go for it. And came out all right. We gained 1 spot out of it, but we'll be happy to be here.
Congratulations. We'll be looking to you at Everett Auto Parts Victory Lane very soon.
Yeah, I just got to thank all my sponsors, Mark Waters and Elmwood Dodge. They do a hell of a lot for us. Anubis, Emergency Productions, S&R Plastering, Nacho Mamas, Navigant Credit Union, Gerard Building. These guys all do a hell of a job, and can't do it without any of them.
Hey, congratulations. That's probably the hardest 50 laps you have ever raced.
Yeah, no doubt. I should have put pins under that bed last night. The kid slept in my house. I don't know if anybody knows that. That little Jake Johnson slept over last night.
Did you teach him anything while he was sleeping?
I don't have to teach that kid anything. He's a natural talent. He's a good kid. I busted him up this morning. He slept in. I said, while you've been sleeping, I've been making my car faster. This car might have been a little faster, though, but I had all I could do to hold that little guy off. So it was a good run. It was fun. I know I gave my car owner, Don Parsons, a heart attack probably, but, thank you, everybody. It was a good night to win. Great to see all these people out here tonight to support short track racing.
Now, you got your boss is here today, and there's a birthday going on there, too.
Yeah. Happy birthday. That's so awesome. I forgot all about that, too. I'm sorry.
Well, you can thank your wife. She texted me during the race.
And also, this car's a tribute to everybody that served in the military. A little special. Got my father's dog tags on the side of the car tonight, so pretty nice to be in Victory Lane tonight with this paint scheme. For everybody I served, God bless.
Congratulations.